In the words of Jeremy from Financial Education, holy smokers, this ain't no jokers. Much love, Jeremy. Stock market has been insane this last week. We have a lot of news to get through today. Today's episode, we're just gonna take a step back. Just take a step back, take a nice deep breath in, and just recoup from what has been happening in the markets this week. I decided this episode is just going to be purely about a recap in the markets. There's just so much of news to talk about. We have Apple hitting a $2 trillion market cap, the first company ever to hit such a milestone. And then we also have Tesla, one of my prized babies in my portfolio, hitting a $2,000 per share. We also have, amidst their 5-to-1 stock split, we will cover briefly what a stock split entails in this video, just touch base with that. And then we also have S&P500 at all-time highs. In a pandemic, a world pandemic, we have the stock market at all-time highs. So with that said, guys, let's get right into the video. First things first, let's have a look at the reasons why Apple stock has been doing so great this past couple months. Consumers' increasing reliance on technology is driving growth for Apple and other large internet companies such as Amazon and Google. The technology sector is one of the few industries expected to continue expanding in the years ahead, pushing investors large and small to pour money into the group. Apple sales rose to $260 billion in the fiscal year that ended in September, from $216 billion 3 years prior. The company has even grown sales during the pandemic. It's incredible that companies this big can still grow this fast. So we're just going to see the contributing factors to this. I mean, S&P 500 does consider 25% of their portfolio in tech companies. So you can see that they are the best companies suited to benefit from such, a global crisis. Everyone's working from home. Their rise helps illustrate how the market continues to climb near records. Tech's dominance, however, is also coming under increased regulatory scrutiny.
Apple's Tim Cook, Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg, and Google's Sundar Pichai. Since last June, the House Judiciary Committee has been engaged in a sweeping investigation of each of the four companies, honing in on how they stifle competition in the tech industry. These companies have been consolidating power for a long time, and now Congress is getting ready to do something about it.
A trend that investors worry could halt the industry's boom, but has yet to stall the momentum. Last week, Apple's power over the App Store was in the spotlight when it booted the popular game Fortnite from its store. Games which makes Fortnite then sued Apple in federal court, accusing the company of violating antitrust laws by forcing developers to use its payment systems.
This morning, a $1 billion battle royale between Apple and the company behind Fortnite, Epic Games. Epic Games releasing this video, a spoof of Apple's iconic 1984 Super Bowl ad, heating up the battle between the two companies.
Also contributing to Apple's meteoric rise was their recent announcement that it would carry out a 4-for-1 stock split in late August, giving shareholders 3 additional shares for every share that they own. The news has fueled to the rally in Apple shares because some analysts think a lower share price might help attract even more investors who might be put off by a lofty stock price. So guys, looking at how overvalued and hyperinflated the S&P 500 is right now, it's very, very tough to find some deals out there on companies that may be potentially undervalued and have really great growth ahead of them. So with that said, I am going to be releasing on Thursday my top 3 stocks which I will be investing in. So drop a comment down below what you think there might be, or which companies you're investing in the stock markets. Have you found some opportunities that maybe, hey, drop them down below. I want to know about them too. With Thursday almost around the corner, just a small tease as to what my top 3 stocks might be. One stock starts with the letter D and the other stock starts with the letter P. So drop a comment down below if you think you know what stocks I'm going to be picking on Thursday. Looking at Tesla shares surging 49% since the announcing of the stock split. You can have a look that on August 11th, the day the manufacturer of electric vehicles announced a 5-for-1 stock split. Shares closed at $13.74 on Friday, 4% to an all-time high of $2,049. I've never thought I'd see the day. I mean, I was buying Tesla back when they were $400 and people were saying this is not the company to be getting into. So kudos to them and to Elon Musk, the company. As mentioned here, stock split doesn't change the underlying value of the company, it just lowers the share price to make it affordable to new investors and employees. So the split is an attempt to bring the shares back to earth. While the split doesn't change the company's value, the announcement of a split typically does. This is because more investors see the company's upward momentum and want to capture the new shares. This can be clearly seen by the 49% surge over the past 10 days. Stock splits really are more of a psychological effect on investors. If you look at a company that is worth $2,000, it's much harder for us to visualize a stock going from $2,000 to $2,200. This same stock would be trading at a 5-to-1 split ratio. Therefore, the stock price would actually be $400. Now, if we look at 10% of $400, it's much more easier for us to visualize a stock moving from 400 to 440 than it is for something from 2000 to 2200. So even though these are both the exact same moves, $40 versus $200 are both 10% gains, the mere fact that it's less of a move for the $400 stock, it's more enticing for us to want to buy into that stock rather than $2,000 stock. And in marketing in general, if something is cheaper, the odds of you buying it are much more likely. For example, if you hold 100 shares of Tesla trading at $1,500 per share, after the split you'll own 500 shares valued at $300 per share. Last week I did drop an episode of the moves I was making during the stock market crash, so the link will be right here somewhere or over here as a suggested video. If you haven't seen that yet, definitely have a look at it. We are up since that video about $500, which is great news. But guys, if you are looking to passively trade and invest, eToro does have a feature where you can copy your favorite investors and traders.
Used eToro's copy trader to automatically replicate Steve's trading activity. Whenever Steve makes a trade, Dave does too. Yes.
Passively. So you just click on copy trader and any move that I make in the market, you'll be making at the same time. So if this is something you're interested in, definitely consider copying me on eToro and I will greatly appreciate that. If you want to see some of my updates as well as any moves that I actually make in the market, as you can see I did open up a bit of a position on Bitcoin. More on that in another video of why I'm starting to actually look at cryptocurrencies. I am actually posting regularly there now as well, just on my thoughts on stock moves I'm going to be making. If you don't even have an account with eToro, I highly recommend opening up an account with them. Alrighty, so in my eToro portfolio guys, you can see we are up quite a substantial amount in the last 6 months. You can see my portfolio is public, so you're more than welcome to have a look at which stocks I've been trading. Green all around again, except for a position I just opened up on Bitcoin. Comment down below if you are interested in cryptocurrency investing, if that's something you'd be interested in or something you would rather just stay 10 kilometers away from. For those who are using Imperial instead of the metric system, looking at 6.2 miles. Well, you have made it to the end of the video guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We just really recapped on what's been happening in the markets. There's been a lot to cover, so definitely stay tuned for more episodes coming by subscribing to the channel if that's something you'd be into. Hit the like button as well if you found some value in this video. It helps out a lot for the YouTube algorithm, showcasing this video to more people who might need it. Well, need it is a big word, but you know what I mean. But yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you so much for staying tuned right to the end, and I will see you in next week's episode. Hold up, in the next month there is going to be a giveaway on this channel, just as a really big thank you to all of my newest subscribers to the channel as well as viewers. I really appreciate all the support, so only fair that I do a little favor back to you guys. If you have any idea what the giveaway might be, drop a comment down below. But one hint I can give you is that it's definitely considered one of the best pieces of knowledge that you can have for investing in the stock market. So to increase your chances of winning this giveaway, it would be in your best interest to hit that like button. You have been warned.